When you talk about you being a Bruce Springsteen fan, don't you get like the Bruce Springsteen fanzine?
He is the only friend that I have to which I subscribe to a fanzine about, So it's like...
But is it weird? Like when you're hanging out with Bruce and you're recording or doing a live show, do you have to control your enthusiasm to be cool, so that you don't become this asshole?
I would say the first 20 times or so, maybe that, but it has gotten to the place where it is more comfortable. The original Ghost of Tom Joad is like an acoustic ballad from his acoustic record. Then Rage did like a ramped up Sabbathy version of that song. But the first time we actually played that song was in 2008, and he was making the Magic record with Brendan O'Brien. I stopped by the studio and he said, Tommy, you should come play with the E Street Band sometime. He said it as an offhand remark, and I took it as scripture. So the next time the next time they were in Anaheim, I called him up the day before and I said, remember when you said I should jam with the E Street Band? How about tomorrow night? And we agreed on Ghost of Tom Joad. Now, at the time, the only version of his that existed was the plaintive minor key ballad, right? Now, was as nervous for this as I've ever been for anything in my life. I've played many shows in many arenas and stadiums and things like that. I've never been more nervous than prior to this rehearsal.
Explain to me nervous, because you're a masterful musician. In other words, you're going there. You're going to play the Ghost of Tom Joad.
I'm over-rehearsed for it. I spent all night.
And what do you do? Do you put the record on and play along with it? Is that how you rehearse?
all night long. I get down there. I'm down in catering. I hear the band rehearsing it. And to my surprise, Bruce has raised the key of the song by 8 steps. Now I no longer can play it, and I no longer can sing it because I've got this, kind of rich milk chocolate baritone voice, and it's too high for me now. So I go up there and I'm on stage, and I don't know the chords, and I can't hit the notes. And it's my first time with my favorite artist on the stage, and it's not going great. So Steve Van Zandt, lovely dude, he comes over and he's like, the way Steve, he's like, baby, I'm like, babe, there's no baby. It's bad baby, because I don't know how to play the song. But they don't call Bruce Springsteen the boss for nothing. So Bruce comes over. He recognizes my anxiety. He puts a hand on my shoulder. He says, Tommy. First of all, I love the fact that Bruce Springsteen calls me Tommy. It's awesome.
Does anyone else call you Tommy besides him?
My mom calls me Tommy. Yes, he puts his hand on my shoulder, looks me in the eye. He says, we're going to do it in this key, and it's going to be great. And I'm like, okay, well, thanks, Jedi Master Yoda. But I still don't know how to play it or sing it. But it does calm my nerves, and I recognize that there's like 15 people in the E Street Band. They know the chords. I don't need to worry about that. Can I sing a song of social justice and mean it? Yes, I can. Can I play a guitar solo? I can do that too. So they surprised me with the key, so I decided to have a little surprise for the E Street Band. During the rehearsal on the stage, during sound check, I don't give anything away in the solo. I just play straight like Chuck Berry blues licks, through the whole time. I pedal. Downstairs, I'm down there, half a bottle of Jameson later. It's my turn to come up. I walk onto the stage, and we played a version of the song that really took us all completely by surprise, and it was electric. And the thing that Bruce is very generous in that, I'm playing this crazy solo, and he's just like, keep going. It's 82 bars. The roof comes off the place, and we looked at each other, and I was like, Bruce, you were right about the key after all. It was the right key for the song.